Hello and welcome to Mercury's Ministries. Are you guys ready for another dream diary entry? Well, first of all, I do have to let you know, disclaimer, this dream diary isn't from last night. It's not the most recent, but it is one that I've always been thinking of since I've had this dream a while back. So, without further ado, let's get into what makes you you. Just kidding. We're doing what makes me me because this is my dream entry. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing the hat. Well, this hat is me, and I think it helps with the forehead thing. Because sometimes when I don't have it on, like, you can see my forehead doing this in the video waves, and I think it's weird. Still, I don't know, sometimes I can see it. I don't know if anybody else can see it, but if you can see what I'm talking about in some of my older videos, just let me know in the comments on this one or on one of the other videos when you do see it. But I'm using my new tripod today, courtesy of Insignia. Bought it at Best Buy. Kind of sucks, not gonna lie. The tripod is fantastic, but the speaker mechanism... Okay, hold up. Let me tell you something. I got this thing for $39.99. Okay? Had a little charger cable. It's got 3 lens caps, and the lens caps are actually really neat. Little lens caps for your phone. Little clip to clip the lens caps onto your phone. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Insignia or Best Buy. I just buy my things there. This is the part that sucks. For those of you that know what this is a microphone. This is a microphone that's supposed to, you bend it so that it's facing you during your video, so it picks up and isolates your sound. This thing really sucks. And the reason this sucks so bad is because it doesn't connect at all to my phone. And then this thing, it's a video light, but it doesn't work. I mean, I can try it, but it'll cut the sound off. Yeah, this thing. This doesn't work either. No matter how many times I try to get it to stick in, these 2 parts don't work. But all I really needed was the tripod, and the lens camera pieces are just a plus. Anyways, now that I've spent 2 minutes talking about my awesome tripod and my crappy video light and speaker, we can get down to business. So, I don't remember exactly when I had this dream, but I feel like it was maybe before I got pregnant with my daughter, Isabel. So, it's hard for me to remember timelines sometimes because I don't live in time, I live outside of time. Yeah, it was weird. Well, anyways, so the dream started off with I was walking on water. Yes, I was walking on water in this dream. It was really cool. Just this, everything was black, but then, the water was like mercury, like silver, but it looked like mercury, like liquid mercury. But when I'd step on it, it would just kind of ripple a little bit. And there was fog coming up from the water, so I could walk on the water. It was really cool. And then there were these islands, these big islands sticking up out of the water in places, and this pirate ship came up to me, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go on the pirate ship. I don't know what on earth possessed me to go on the pirate. I mean, it's a pirate ship. There's gonna be pirates on it. What the heck, Kimmy? Oops. What the heck, Lady Mercury? There's pirates on there. So I get on the pirate ship, and let me tell you, the pirates were weird. They were stuffed animals on this pirate. No, on a real note, they were stuffed animal pirates. So Ted, the movie Ted. So, definitely not a kid's movie. If you're a kid and you're watching this, I really hope you don't understand what I'm talking about as in Ted from the movie Ted, because you shouldn't be watching that. That is an adult movie. So yeah, these cartoony stuffed animals were on this pirate ship, and there were like actual people on the pirate ship too. So like real people who, I guess, excuse my yawn, it's 10 o'clock. I've been up all day and last night. Anyways. So like there were actual people amongst these cartoony teddy bear things. I'm pretty sure these people were astral projected, and that they were actually real people in my dream. I'm very convinced, because I had conversations with a couple of them, and to this day, like, people come up to me and they're like, you look very familiar. Like, people that I've never seen in my life, people who have never been the places I've been, just like, you look very familiar. But like, they're people in the community, if you know what I mean, like people in the spiritual community. So they've probably crossed paths with me under another appearance in another world. And as a traveler myself, I can respect that. If you don't know where you met me, you probably met me in a different form. Anyways, so like, we're on this pirate ship, and like, they're not really pirating or anything. We were just kind of boating around. I hopped on the ship, yada yada yada. There's another yawn. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm really tired. Maybe they're trying to keep me from telling you the story. Anyways, so I get off the boat, and I'm walking, kind of just walking on the, man, this tripod's kind of dumb because you can't see all the cool hand signs I'm doing. Like, I'm like walking. So yeah, walking on the water, and then all of a sudden I like started Naruto running towards this piece, this piece of land. So I started like kind of Naruto running to this piece of land, and there was like mist coming around it, but not from it. Like, it was coming up from the water. That was my son. I think he's just really tired. I'll go get that in a minute. Anyways, I Naruto ran to this landmass, and then like the mist and the clouds just like unveiled, and like there was this squid on the beach. This octopus squid. It was like half octopus, half squid, and I don't know how it was half and half, but it was. Oh, look, I'm vibrating through my hat. That's cool. Anyways, so this octopus squid shows up, and I get on this landmass, and like there's people there, like kind of just like, they're standing like this, like right hand with their left hand on top, and that's very important. It's very important for you to remember. Right hand with the left hand on top, because the right hand is the hand that you take the energy with. That left hand, wait, no. Right hand is the hand that you charge with, the left hand is the hand that you pull the energy with. So they're pulling the energy with their left hand through their right hand. So they were charging it that way with their heart. I think that was amazing. I kind of just like learned that in that dream. Anyways, so while they're doing this, I'm seeing a little activity in my room, so I keep getting distracted. So while they're doing this, I looked and I saw something, and then I saw that man again, that man that's been accompanying me in my dreams all the time. Like, he shows up normally in the beginning of my dream and like goes with me places. I saw him there, and this was the first time I saw this guy, mind you. Very first time I saw this guy in a dream. Wait, no, he was in the dreams with my pregnancies, but like this is the first time I saw him outside of a pregnancy in a dream, and remembered it. Importantly, and remembered it. So I saw that man again, and he he was just standing there like on the peak of a cliff. So like there's a cliff, and like the people are at the bottom of the cliff here on the landmass, and he's standing right here. Well, there's a pool of water that the cliff kind of arches around. It was really cool. There's a pool of water that was not mercury colored. It was not like silvery. It was actually water. So like crystal clear. You could see in it. There was koi fish spinning around in clockwise, and then on the inner ring they were going counterclockwise. So it was like, yeah. Anyways, so these people were like in long flowing gowns with their hands like this, looking up towards the sky, and this guy was at the bottom of this cliff, and for no reason, like they started chanting, and I saw this serpent head, this black, gooey, slimy serpent head. It looked like it had like oil stuck to it and it was being drowned. It was thrashing in the water, causing a bunch of waves. And so I ran up the cliff, and I like literally, it looked like I was swan diving, except I like went head like upwards. So I jumped off this cliff and I saw this bright flash of light. Alright? Man, he is not happy. It's bedtime, so he's fighting to sleep. So there's this bright flash of light and kind of like rainbow colors around me. Kind of like you see how my hat shines? So it was white, but with these reflective colors. Which is why I like this hat, because it's got those reflective rainbow shines in it. Kind of like a crystal. It was like a crystalline aura that just kind of went poof. And then I kind of like looked down and saw that I had turned into a silver serpent. It was really cool. I've never shared this dream with anybody except for maybe one person. That was my husband. So I turned into this serpent, and I had wings, a winged serpent. And so I flew up into the sky, alright? And I opened my mouth, and there was this big plasma ball. Like, if you could think of like the plasma balls in Spencer's, think of that, except a white ball of light with, for somehow, even a brighter, whiter, like, electricity flowing around the light. That was really cool. And then it just, like, if you've ever seen Pokemon, like, when they do solar beam, that's basically what I did. I went up into the clouds and I did a solar beam into the water. It was really neat. Yeah. Anyways, so after I had done that, it was, the next thing that happened was I started hearing music coming out of the beam in my mouth. So like I was concentrating the chanting that they were doing on the landmass. And like I could hear the song that they were singing coming through my mouth. And I could hear trumpets. But it was like an electronic trumpet. And I could hear harp music coming out of my mouth as well. And it hit the other serpent right here in the third eye. But it's actually the first eye. Remember my last video. It's the first eye. But according to the chakra charts, which everybody knows so kindly and so well, it is the third eye. But again, I've always called it the first eye. So I hit him right in the first eye, aka the third eye, and it stood straight up out of the water, and the black goo grabbed it and yanked it back down into the water. But as I kept hitting it with that sound beam, that goo would leave temporarily, and then it would recollect and pull it back down. And then eventually it went to sleep. Or so the monk said at the end when I got down from the sky. It stopped thrashing, so I had at least calmed it, but it wasn't done with the goo, because the goo was stuck, and the only thing that they could do is heal it, and hope that it fights it off itself, because where I was in this dream, there's a special thing that happens within every living being. So you can get help from other people in this dream reality that I was in, but all of the healing work comes within yourself. Very similar to on Earth here. Isn't that interesting? Wow, I'm seeing a lot of activity in my video here. I don't know if any of you can see that, but if you can see that, let me know. That was pretty cool. Again, though, every time I talk about these dreams, I get a lot of activity in my screen and in the room around me. And right now, my energy is really buzzing again. But anyways, I got down to the hill and they told me, you know, all the healing that we can do is done. The rest is up to the serpent. And they looked me, the lady, not the man. There was a lady standing behind the man with long silver hair, big, bright blue eyes, just like mine. Big, bright blue eyes, and they looked like mine, except they glowed like iridescent blue with the rainbows. Again, everything was a little transparent, everything was very bright and colorful, and everything had that rainbow sheen on it. But the humans that were there did not have that holographic rainbow sheen on them. They had more of a lower vibrational sheen, which was the warmer colors. I thought that was also interesting. But she put her hand on my shoulder here, and she said, "You're free to go. Thank you, Mutt." And then she was in the middle of saying, she said Mutt, M-A-T. And when I woke up, I was still in dream mode. So like, as I was waking up, I kept hearing the word, my actual name, and I can't tell you my actual name that I heard, because I feel like if I were to tell you the name that I heard, things could happen that I really don't want to happen to myself. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, so that's my dream diary about the time that I became a winged serpent and tried to kill the black goo on another winged serpent that was stuck in the sea of Mercury. So yeah, there's a reason that I call myself Lady Mercury. It has nothing to do with Freddie Mercury, but I do love the fella. He is a fellow one of a kind. Without further ado though, I do end this video. I almost said stream. I'm ending this video at that. Thank you for bearing with me and my random pauses throughout, because I was trying to rearrange my thoughts a lot. I've got a few more videos to make, if I can get to them. I keep saying I'm going to make these videos, but then my kids need me, or the cat needs something, or I'm too tired and I fall asleep while the videos are uploading. Anyways, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for always being there to listen to these wonderful dream diaries. But, just like every night, stay happy, stay healthy, and thrive to survive. Lady Mercury, out.